Fellas, this is the Ape of Wall Street back. Now, as the world spirals into death and chaos, we just wanted to take a sec to celebrate that this YouTube channel actually just passed 200 billion subscribers, making this YouTube channel the most subscribed to channel on the planet. So thank you to everybody. That's 200 billion subscribers. Amazing. And we've actually been a little bit shadow banned by YouTube because YouTube is owned by the same people that we're calling out. So let's just take a second to celebrate how everything's going real great for humanity right now. So I just wanted to touch on something that you guys have been just begging me to touch on, and describe basically how everything works, which I'm receiving millions and millions of letters by mail asking me just pretty much to tell you guys what to do. Now, I want to just explore quickly a little subject of political violence. Now, there's been a cultural revolution going on here in America where everyone's saying, look, the same people that are saying no political violence is acceptable are the same people who are bombing children and killing children and also raping children in satanic rituals and then eating them and drinking their blood to offer demons their spiritual energy of fear and negativity in exchange for power over the minds of humanity and the wisdom to know how to control humanity's minds. So let's touch on that subject for a second. All right. And I don't want to take either side. Okay. I'm just here to just lay out the facts. So the argument is this, that, and this is not my argument. I'm just laying out the facts, Spice. They're saying that, Trump, well, we all know that Trump now, he's just a pawn on the chessboard. He's not. And all the people beneath him, they're eating children and raping them in satanic rituals. And, Trump, Biden, Obama, all the politicians, they're all satanic and eating children. So that part is basically public knowledge. No surprises there. They're bombing children by the thousands and hundreds of thousands and paying themselves to do it with our supposedly our currency, which is their currency that they just print a bunch of trillions of dollars out of thin air, buy bombs with it from themselves, and then bomb children with it. And then they, basically keep their little war machine going. But here's the argument, is that these same people doing that cycle of killing children, they also rape children and eat children behind closed doors. And then their masters, say the Rothschild family, Israel, and their agents through intelligence agencies and other little false cover companies, you could call it, or shell companies, essentially, is what the CIA is, and Mossad. It's all kind of like a shell company for Freemason operations. And say not every Freemason is like in on it, right? But we're talking about the top echelons of secret societies and the mystery schools worldwide. Now, and this is all public knowledge, right? We all understand this, so we're tracking with me, boys? You with me so far? Anyway, so this is the simplified argument, was that these secret society child molesters and child bombers are saying that no political violence is acceptable while they kill children and rape children and eat them in satanic rituals, calling upon their demon gods. And the argument is that actually it is acceptable in this case because these people are killing people while saying that killing people is not acceptable. And it's essentially saying it is okay with their actions, they're saying it is okay to kill children who are innocent children, but it is not okay to kill politicians who are raping children, eating children, and then lying to the public and scamming the public, cheating elections, making sure that nobody gets into the government who could change something because their masters who have videos of them raping and eating children in satanic rituals have bulletproofed the system against the citizens getting into it to change things so that the government will be restored to its actual original natural function of just being a tool that the citizens have to serve themselves, with an organization that will protect them, say, from outlaws who decide that they want to try and start a gang and take over, the community. So these secret society mystery schools worldwide have bulletproofed at least the American and European governments against all of us getting in there, because we don't have trillions of dollars we can print out of thin air and pay for our campaign, because it takes, millions and billions of dollars just to get into the government for public service. Public service. In other words, public service today is actually more defined as raping children and eating them and then hiding the evidence. While the Rothschild family, the Bilderberg family, the Vanderbilts, the Bilderberg organization, and the Vanderbilt family, say the DuPont family, the Kennedys, the Astor family, while they all have these videos of people raping and eating children in satanic rituals. That's what public service is today. Now, anyway, let's get back to the original point we were talking about Vice. I have a mountain of mail you guys sent me begging me to tell you guys exactly what the argument was. It's pretty much that political violence is an obligation at this point, since these politicians raping children will not willingly say, okay, you guys wrote us a letter to your senator asking us to stop raping children and actually to sacrifice ourselves in order to restore the government to its original function of serving the public. Okay, we'll do it. That's not going to happen. You think someone who is eating children in satanic rituals is going to say, oh, you guys sent us enough letters. Okay, we can see that the population wants the government to serve them. I guess we'll do it. I don't know if that would happen. So the argument that I was presented with, and I'm not arguing either way, I'm just saying, the politicians that are raping the kids are saying, hey, there is no acceptable reason why anyone should ever kill a politician. And at the same time, that guy who said that is turning around when the cameras are off. And so he's leaving the halls of Congress. Maybe Thomas Massey's the only one not doing this. Trump, when the cameras are off, he says no political violence will be acceptable in this country. And then he leaves, his little press conference where he said some words, and he goes and rapes a child and then cannibalizes that child next to Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. And then they'll get back up on the cameras the next hour where they wipe the child's blood off off not only their genitals, but their mouth as well, since they are depraved satanic pedophiles. They'll get on camera and say, we don't like each other. We're on opposite teams. He's a Democrat, I'm a Republican. But, even though we got our differences, no political violence can be acceptable because, look, you guys can vote your way out of us eating children and killing children and selling ourselves bombs and also printing trillions of dollars out of thin air. But you guys must pay your taxes 30% of your hard-earned paycheck while we print ourselves trillions of dollars and scam 300 million people while killing and raping children. You cannot kill us. It's unacceptable, guys. You must only vote us out of office, which is impossible since our masters, who have videos of us raping children in satanic rituals, control the system and also control the world banking system, which feeds the politician campaign machine, which is you guys are locked out of since you have to pay 30% of your, couple $1,000s you get every month. Uh, by slaving away for like 120 hours a month. And you can't pay for campaigns to get into our government, which is supposed to be yours, but we hijacked it from you, and now we're raping children because we're too deep in blackmail to really get out of this situation we're in here, boys. And we're not going to expose it, because if we expose it, then they'd put out the videos of us raping and eating, cannibalizing children after torturing them, because we drink the adrenochrome after we torture the kids in these satanic rituals on video. And we don't want that coming out. So anyway, boys, this is the Ape of Wall Street. Just giving you a quick rundown on what's the word on the street and how the citizens and 300 million Americans are feeling. If you ever see a poll that says, oh, it's like 40, 60, no, buddy. It's like 99% and 1% of like, is everyone had enough of politicians basically lying to your face on camera, then turning around and going and banging children? None of us bang children, boys. But anyway, that's the argument, boys. I'm not taking sides on it. I'm just laying it all out there. You guys all decide how you feel about politicians saying political violence is unacceptable and that no violent revolution can ever be acceptable, because the politicians will eventually start to listen to us and say, okay, guys, we're going to stop raping children if you guys just gather peacefully, but do not kill any politicians. Now, I'm not saying anything, boys. I'm just saying that's just what I heard. And so that's the word, boys. Now, donate to my Patreon if you want me to blow a load all over your girlfriend's face. Peace.